In 1994, during a late-night talk show broadcast on regional Spanish television, an up-and-coming illusionist named Alvaro Diaz performed a trick that would become one of the most debated moments in live TV history, not for what he did, but for what happened next. Alvaro wasn't a household name. He had a small following, mostly performing in nightclubs and private events. But that night, on Noche Abierta, he was the final guest, slotted in for a closing act after midnight, meant to entertain the dwindling audience. His routine was simple at first. Card tricks. A disappearing coin. Some light banter. Then he introduced his final illusion. He called it La Puerta que no regresa, the door that doesn't return. Stagehands wheeled out a tall wooden frame draped with black curtains. Alvaro explained he would step through the curtain and vanish without smoke, mirrors, or trapdoors. Just a clean disappearance. He smiled, waved at the host, and stepped behind the curtain. 3 seconds passed. Then 5. Then 15. The curtain fluttered slightly, but no one came out. The host joked that Alvaro was stalling for suspense. Crew members eventually pulled back the curtain. The frame was empty. No trapdoor. No hidden panels. Just darkness. The broadcast cut to a commercial. Behind the scenes, chaos erupted. Alvaro was not backstage. He wasn't outside. CCTV footage from the studio never showed him leaving. It was as if he had stepped through the curtain and vanished. The producers assumed it was part of the act. Maybe he had snuck out earlier. But his belongings, keys, wallet, shoes, were still in his dressing room. The next day, he didn't return home. His family filed a missing persons report. Police combed through the studio, reviewed footage, questioned staff. Nothing. Then something stranger happened. 2 weeks later, the studio received a VHS tape in an unmarked envelope. It showed Alvaro, sitting in a room with blank walls, staring into the camera. He said only one sentence. "Don't open the second door." The tape ended with static. No return address. Forensics found no fingerprints on the cassette. Some theorists believe it was an elaborate publicity stunt gone wrong. Others think he was kidnapped by a cult or secret group. But no ransom was ever demanded. No further footage was received. A few believe Alvaro stumbled upon something real, a technique, a device, or even a location that allowed him to leave this plane of reality. One crew member claimed that during the performance, the air near the curtain became unusually cold, and her watch stopped ticking for 10 full minutes. In 2007, a woman in Argentina claimed to have seen Alvaro standing in a market, older, thinner, silent. She said he smiled at her, and when she asked where he had been, he answered, "Somewhere quiet." He was gone before she could follow. No confirmed sighting since. No digital trace. His disappearance remains unsolved. Today, the footage of that broadcast has been archived and removed from most platforms due to copyright claims. But grainy recordings still circulate online, fueling debate. Was it magic? Murder? Or a slip through reality? Alvaro Diaz's final act remains a trick no one has been able to repeat or explain.